Hello, beautiful people. Going to be making transparent paper, which is one of my favorite things. I did this about 2 years ago. I can't believe it's that long, but I did it with like text that you could add to your art journal. You're just going to need some oil. I'm using baby oil, a little container, and a brush. This is super, super simple. This time I decided to try it with paper scraps. So I'm using all different kinds of pieces of paper, and I'm just going to brush on the baby oil. It's that simple, but it makes this beautiful paper that you can layer in your journals or in projects that you're doing, mixed media projects. So I really love it. And it's super simple and it's beautiful. The tissue paper by far is my favorite. So this is just painted regular tissue paper that I had in my stash, and I'm just going to brush it, and you see that it becomes completely transparent. I absolutely love it. Just take your time. I'm doing this in real time so you can see. You might want like to have a piece of plastic if you don't want your underpaper to get filled with oil, but I kind of like that because then you have like a layer. But you can see there just how beautiful and transparent it is. So that's just a piece of book page that I'm putting on top so you can see it. But it's so pretty. And this is just a page of vintage book pages. So I'm going to brush that on. And you just really want it to soak in, right? If you use like olive oil or another kind of oil, it may not be archival. I'm not sure, but just use whatever oil you want. I've used all sorts of oils and it worked out really, really great. And they're a little bit oily at first, but they dry. I promise. Like you'll have a really good kind of not oily surface in a little bit. But you see here that it does, you can kind of see all of the layers, and I love that. I'm a layers girl. I love lots of layers, and especially transparent layers are so fun to play in in your journal with, especially. So we're gonna look, and I'm just like enjoying showing you all this. It's so great. It's addictive to kind of see what you want to stack together, what looks great layered together. You can even do like three of these. And I did make a journal page. I'll share that next week, so you can see how you can actually use these in your journal. So this is just a piece of underpaper. It does have a thick pile of paint. So I am going to see if this will be transparent. So some of it will where there's not heavy paint. So it's great to kind of just experiment with techniques and see what works. This is a thinner like drawing paper that I got from Five Below. It's like a mega sheet, but I just use it as my underpaper. You might have to reflush your baby oil, but that is totally fine, and just add it on there, which is great. And you can even brush the back too if you really want it to be transparent. But look at how beautiful this is. And I think it just brings out the color and it kind of pushes back the texture of the paper, which is really pretty. And you can wipe it with a paper towel if the oil really bothers you a lot. But like I said, it does dry. The oil kind of absorbs into the paper, so it's not as oily. And then this is just handmade paper that I got, and it's a little scrap. This is a great way to use your scraps, I think. Yeah, it's great. Just grab a pile of scraps and see how it works. You can see there a little bit of transparency there, but not very much. So just kind of experiment. I think thicker papers, you're not going to get transparency. Um, or papers that have lots of paint. So I want to kind of experiment and see, but I really like how they look when you brush them with the oil. Nonetheless, I like that kind of wet, really pretty, shiny look to the paper, even if you don't layer it. I think it's really cool. So, but do what you want. Maybe you don't like that look, and that's okay too. But this is just an idea for transparent papers, which I love. And you can also, I think I have it on Instagram. I'll upload it here on YouTube too. You can just like print sayings from your computer on computer paper and do the exact same thing. And it's transparent, so you can like layer it over pretty like vintage photos. Or I did like this really cool drawing of like a tree last year, and it was so cool. So, and you can layer the text on top, or even these little pieces of scraps of your transparent collage paper. So I'm just kind of experiment. That was an index card, so it's really, really thick, so you can't see very much. But oh, you can if you kind of press it down a little bit. And I'm going to go over the text a little bit just to give it some more transparency if that's possible. And I just like to have like this is an old binder that I have that's like covered in plastic, and that's what I'm going to put the papers on because they will get oil all over the place if you do that. And this is just a calendar page that has a saying on it. You can like even brush the back of your paper too to see if that will work. So this is a thick piece of painted paper that I did for one of my neutral paper collections that I sold on my Etsy store. I'm going to do some more of those, in a little bit. But it doesn't work because it just has too many layers. But I still love the way that it looks when it dries. But the drawing paper, the tissue paper, they're definitely my favorites. The handmade paper is really pretty too, and so are some of the book pages. So those are kind of my favorites. That's what I love. You're kind of going to lay them out. You could even like cut out shapes, and that would work out too. And you can kind of see a little bit of text coming through. You can see it a lot better with the handmade paper. But it's just beautiful. Imagine layering this up in your junk journals or your art journals. It's just beautiful. I just love how this paper turns out. And the tissue paper, like I said, I'm obsessed with. I did brown paper, but again, I painted it. So it'd be cool to kind of see. But you can still see the text coming through. So it's really cool. Very cool. And I always love some good, collage fodder to add to my journals. I think it's really great when you use things that you made or you created or you added a little something to. I think that that's super awesome. So really great. So these have dried a little bit, so I just want to show you how they look. So there's not really a ton of oil on them left, but you can still see that they keep their transparency. I'm going to kind of show you in a little bit here how they look when they dry. So that's how they look. Some are more transparent than others, and you can see like the text, like that one is beautiful, right? You can really see those layers behind it. So really great. I hope that you share this technique. Please share this video with your friends if you know someone that would like to do this. And I will have more ideas for you guys. I will see you later. It's my birthday week, so I'll be thinking of you. Bye bye, amazing creative friends. I will see you next time.